With a brief respite of July done and gone, August marks the official beginning of the busy season of games, which extends all the way until the end of the year. And unfortunately for us, there's a very long list of games this month that will require us to clear up more than our fair share of time. To quote Arnold Schwarzenegger,
"The day has 24 hours.
And if you ever want to pursue your passions, like finish a ton of lengthy video games, you gotta spend most of it. Okay, maybe I'm paraphrasing a bit here. That said, I want to highlight 6 games, really 7, that you're gonna want to pay attention to this month. So here they are. I don't get to talk about wrestling on the channel, but I'm actually a really avid wrestling fan, having caught up on the WWE storylines and occasionally peeking at what's happening in AEW and NJPW. And if you don't know what the heck any of these acronyms mean, that's fine too. All you need to know about WrestleQuest is that it features some legendary wrestlers, including Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake Roberts, and more, in a crazy wrestling-themed journey that celebrates the best parts about this medium. It's the most kayfabiest of stories, as you'll be battling gangs, other wrestlers, and a myriad of different opponents, all wanting to pin you down and count 1, 2, 3. So if this all sounds like a great time, WrestleQuest is coming out on August 8th on all modern platforms. When Rhapsody the Marl Kingdom Chronicles was revealed earlier this year, I didn't even know that Rhapsody had a part 2 or 3, and that those games didn't come out in the West. All of that is about to change, as this collection will bring both games to the West for the first time on August 29th on PS5, Switch, and PC. Curiously, the PS4 is missing. Anyway, if you've never played Rhapsody before, it combines musicals with RPGs, which is great because I love musicals and RPGs. Both titles will feature English and Japanese voiceovers, though the songs will be sung in Japanese, which is a bit understandable as trying to localize lyrics to songs can be quite a pain. Nevertheless, it's finally happening, and I can't wait to experience these games for the first time. Adore is a revelation to me. I hadn't heard of this game until I started working on the script, and immediately fell in love. For people who don't know what's happening, Adore combines the capture mechanic of games like Pokemon with an isometric dungeon crawling RPG. And admittedly, while this isn't the first time we've seen monster capturing combined with something real-time, Adore just looks so cool with its fast and frenetic action done in a format that many fans of Diablo and Hades would probably love. And it won't be long until we get to play it too, because Adore comes out on August 3rd on all modern platforms. Blending elements of Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG, two of my beloved SNES RPGs, Sea of Stars is finally coming out in August. The demo is out now on all the platforms it's coming out in, and they've also announced that they'll be available on day 1 on both PS Plus Extra and Game Pass. I actually have an impressions video on the demo on this channel, which I've linked down below. So all I want to say is that this is a game that's born out of a love for Japanese-style RPGs like no other. They even got Chrono Cross/Xenogears composer, Yasunori Mitsuda, to contribute some tracks to it. How cool is that? So if you loved Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG, and I know a lot of people keep invoking these games, try out the demo and see what you think. For the rest of us who are waiting with bated breath, Sea of Stars is coming out on August 29th on all modern platforms. And like I said, it's a day 1 PS Plus Extra and Game Pass release as well. With an almost infinitely bigger budget thanks to the runaway success of Elden Ring and the massively popular Dark Souls trilogy, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon returns From Software back to their roots, to a game that they've proudly returned to time and time again since its original PS1 release. Armored Core 6 benefits heavily from all of the action games FromSoft has made over the past decade and a half, while still retaining the nerdy aspects of what made the series great. I'll admit that I've never been a huge fan of the games, despite having grown up with them. But I will say that I want to try this out, if only because I want to see how much From Software altered the formula while still keeping what fans love intact. And it won't be long now, as Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon is coming out on August 25th on PlayStation and Xbox platforms and PC. I remember playing the first two Baldur's Gate games back in the 90s and absolutely loving it. And Larian Studios, the folks who brought us the Divinity series, is proudly giving us a sequel that, honestly, I never knew I wanted. Baldur's Gate 3 is the sequel to those aforementioned games, but that doesn't mean you can't just start with this one. What's really awesome about this game is that it's been in early access for a good bit of time, and the developers have been learning a lot from player feedback to ensure that this game is gonna be incredible. And quite honestly, I can't wait for the console versions to come out next month. I just want to play the game right now. And if you're the type of RPG fan who loves to feel like your choices matter, that's what Baldur's Gate 3 is all about. So set aside a ton of time and maybe throw some games into your backlog, because this highly anticipated turn-based RPG is coming out on August 3rd on PC and Mac. Console peeps, you just gotta have to wait to play it next month. And here are the rest of the games coming out in August. AKIBA'S Trip, Undead and Undressed Director's Cut, an updated version of the titillating action RPG with new features, is coming out on August 1st on PS4, Switch, and PC. Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm, the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox release of the popular action RPG, is coming out on August 2nd. Palia, a free-to-play cozy MMO, is launching a closed beta on August 2nd on PC. Tower of Fantasy, the free-to-play action RPG, is releasing on PlayStation platforms on August 8th. 30XX, which gives me a ton of Mega Man vibes and is also the long-awaited sequel to the 0XX series, is coming out on August 9th on Switch and PC. Atlas Fallen, the long-awaited fast-paced open-world action RPG, is coming out on August 10th on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Moving Out 2, the wacky physics-based co-op moving sim/party game, is coming out on August 15th on all modern platforms. Vampire Survivors, the Switch port of the highly addictive action game, is coming out on August 17th. Guild Wars 2, Secrets of the Obscure, the latest expansion to the long-running Guild Wars 2 free-to-play MMO, is coming out on August 22nd on PC. Immortals of Aveum, the upcoming single-player first-person magic shooter from the creators of Call of Duty and Dead Space, is coming out on August 22nd on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Blasphemous 2, the follow-up to the popular and brutal side-scrolling action game, is coming out on August 24th on all modern platforms. Trine 5, a Clockwork Conspiracy, is the 5th installment of the popular co-op action RPG, is coming out on August 31st on all modern platforms. I also got a chance to talk about the other JRPGs and games I've been playing recently, like Solvars, Redemption Reapers, and a ton more. So if you're curious about these games and what I think of them, click on the video up top and find out. And I'm curious to hear what games you're thinking of picking up. So post your potential pickups in the comments and let's talk about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.